what I did is I didn't give up. I took those lessons, those failings, and I turned them into the beginnings of a strategy that I started forming about 10 years ago.
Hi, I'm Philip Teo, your host for Online Trading Summit, and I'm excited to introduce to you Wes Nolte, our presenter for the session. Wes is an award-winning technology executive, entrepreneur, and author. Besides being the Chief Technology Officer of his company SalesTrip, he is also an elite popular investor, managing more than $7 million for thousands of investors through the eToro copy trading platform over the past 5 years. In those years, Wes' portfolio has generated a return of more than 450%, translating into millions of dollars in profit for those investors who actually copied his trades on eToro.
So a little bit on how I manage my risk. Money management, portfolio management are obviously very important parts, no matter your trading strategy, in terms of managing your risk. So as I mentioned before, the maximum I'll go up to is a position that's 2% of my portfolio size, but most of the time they'll just be 1%. And if that turns out to be a mistake, it's not the end of the world. Mistakes do happen. You can't win every trade. I tend to hedge my long positions with gold, or I'll short indexes such as the Nasdaq or the S&P 500. And I'll choose my timing on these very carefully too. I might use technical analysis to determine when I think the top is coming. So if the bull markets on US tech stocks have gone on for 3 months, you can be pretty sure that it's going to consolidate fairly soon. And the behavior of the indexes and individual stocks in terms of technical analysis can give you hints as to when that consolidation is coming.
Many of the participants will be very, very interested in terms of your daily routine. I mean, you are the CTO of a company that should be pretty busy enough, and you are still actually handling so many multiple strategies in your portfolio and having that responsibility of managing more than $7 million for thousands of investors out there. So can you share with us a little bit about your daily routine? How do you manage to get so many things done and done so well at the same time?
So I get this question quite a lot, actually. So I think part of my secret is I don't watch TV. I don't use Facebook. So wow. I do use Twitter quite a lot, because Twitter is good for information, and also I believe that information on Twitter does help set market direction sometimes. I tend to be very efficient in my use of time in general. I'm a planner. So my days and my weeks are very structured. I've got to-do lists, and I prioritize them, and everything I do on those to-do lists, I do them in the order of priority. So that's generally, I think I'm fairly organized in how I do things, and I'm ruthless in my prioritization.